What's more beneficial, a great music producer on your team or a great audio engineer on your team?
I'd go with an engineer. That's where I'm going to start with this conversation. Engineer. Where do you start?
A great producer is harder to replace than an audio engineer because you can somewhat learn the techniques and the tools that Pro Tools offers you. Obviously, your ears are important, but a lot of it is using the tools. The tools tell you if it's in tune. The tools tell you if it's mixed the right way. You have to get it there, but a producer has a sound that you can't just learn to be creative. Someone could learn how to mix a song if it was already, hey, the creativity is already here. All I need you to do is make it sound good on the speakers.
I think that's the key right there, though. Think about like Kendrick Lamar. He uses Ali for everything to mix all of his songs. He's his engineer, period. DaBaby, until he met Chris West, did not blow up. He was nominated for a Grammy with Chris West, and now he works with Chris and Ali for everything he does. A good engineer changes your sound. You can use any producer. You don't need to use the same producer for everything you do. If a producer is decent, if your beat's okay, and you're a big enough artist, you need that engineer to make sure that you sound half decent. There's so many people I even listen to just here in Atlanta. If they had an engineer, they'd be even better because the audio quality is that much better that a normal human, a normal person listening wants consistency. They want to know what it's about to sound like. Every producer can do something consistent and sound wise, but not every engineer can make that sound that the common person wants to hear.
The technique of the mix, I mean, it is the production that is being heard. The way the song sounds and the way it's based on the production. I think the key word is a great producer and a great engineer. Because you're right, anyone can produce and throw some loops together on GarageBand and kind of make a beat. This is a tough one. Because you're right.
I would say there is a part of me too that goes to a good artist doesn't need much of a beat at all. Good artist, a great artist, maybe not good. Like the top of the line, think of Dreamville put out a song with J. Cole, DaBaby. It was next to nothing of a beat. They just let J. Cole and DaBaby go over it. Just go ahead. It's you. This is for you. But if it wasn't mixed right, yeah. And then again, you can go the other way and say most people can get it close enough. If you're an engineer, you can get it close enough. A great one is different. A big part of this would be what's the genre? Who are we talking about here?
Right,
like that's huge.
Yeah. I think the producer is more involved in the creative process. Typically, the artist would have already is either working hand in hand with the producer and the engineer kind of at the same time, or they've already recorded and they've done the layout of the song with the producer, and then they're then giving the project to the engineer. I think a producer can change the sound more than the engineer can, because if they're just getting a project, there's only so much they can do to change the song itself. You can maybe make it sound different, but you can't, I changed the chorus, I changed the beat. It's just, this is what you gave me. I can only, like when Eminem linked up with Dr. Dre, it wasn't because Dr. Dre is an amazing mixing engineer. It's because Dr. Dre crafted the sound of the production. Then like Dr. Dre could have almost said, yep, this is good. Give it to my engineer who I like trust. Thing is with producers, you don't always use the same producer just because you want to have variety in your sound.
Hip hop, pop music, rap, usually producers get about 50% because they are worth it. Like they are half the song in certain genres. But again, same with an engineer. An engineer will get points because they're worth it, but an engineer's not going to get points until they've made another hit.
No, and they're never going to get 50% of the song.
No, never. No, never, ever. So if you're just going off money, it's clear that the industry values producers more.
Well,
but
like that's...
in terms of like an artist's success, I can't say that a producer is that much more valued. It should be that much more valued by you.